Guys, thank you very much for joining me on this channel. I expect you guys to go ahead and subscribe, and I promise you there's more coming up on AJ Concepts. What are we talking about? Today is the 2nd of July 2020. That is 10 years, 10 solid years since we participated at the World Cup, and 10 years truly since Asamoah Gyan missed that penalty that could probably have sent us into the semi-final of the World Cup for the first time. So you know what, I was just going through my stuff. I got this. I managed to get the jersey I wore on that Friday night to watch the game between Ghana and Uruguay. Obviously, like all of you guys, we were all expecting that we're going to win the game. Now, clearly I'm bigger than this, but this was the jersey I wore. Charlie, then one will get money, so yeah, no be replica like that. But the one we are go few way. Yeah, I'm trying to say, yeah. So what, we got into the game and we expected to win. It was good to see Asamoah Gyan play and do his best, but that naughty penalty is what we all can't forget. And I think that the pain from losing that penalty is still fresh for Africans and Ghanaians.
Confidently testing the ball. Can he score? Oh! And Asamoah Gyan misses. Oh, goodness.
I don't know. I was just called to take a kick, and as a player, being professional and also wants to be at the highest level, you cannot say no to your coach.
I will take it as a goal, not the penalty, because the ball is behind the goalkeeper, so it's definitely go inside the net. So
porque íbamos a perder, si no hacían el gol íbamos a perder, y bueno, ya a su vez a los 30 segundos cuando agarra el penal, la satisfacción de, bueno, arriesgué una situación de cual se me ha echado la culpa por arbitraje, pero el jugador de Ghana, yo siempre dije que se erra el penal, no es mi culpa.
Sometimes when I'm alone in the room, sometimes I just think about all these things. I wish we can rewind, you know, but that's already happened.
So what a game. Heartbreak for Africa will be the inevitable headline. But you couldn't find a better advertisement for the joys of soccer. This game had more drama than a theater festival. Sadly, if you were Ghanaian or African, we're talking Shakespearean tragedy, not comedy.
I have to, kind of recover from this. It's massive.
So
we had a game.
We had made our plans to stay to the finals. We were sure that we're going to stay to the finals. Just give out the game. Just too bad.
Because they're out now, almost I feel like I'm not even going to be interested in the World Cup, even though I was watching the final, but it feels like Africa's out and the hosts are out. But other than that, it was a good game though, and I feel that Ghana played well and they should have won, definitely should have won. Uruguay should be out.
I was very proud of Ghana. It was an African country. For us, South Africa lost, so it was one way of saying we actually got to the quarterfinals. Very proud of them. They did miss a few golden opportunities, but you know what, we're still incredibly proud of them, and never mind, we're still going ahead. We'll watch the final and support whoever it is.
All I gotta say is we apologize for Africa. We should have won the game.
Oh, we had a game.
We should have won the game.
Well, we would have loved to win, but I mean, we still love them just as much, so it's all good.
We did well. We did well.
We did well.
It was a good game.
It's unlucky, but it's all good. Yeah, Ghana.
In the last seconds of extra time, a frantic scramble in Uruguay's goal mouth ends with a blatant handball that prevents a Ghanaian goal. Uruguay's star striker Luis Suarez is deservedly red-carded for the offense and leaves in tears. Ghana has a penalty, and with it, a golden chance to win the game with the very last kick. The script is written. Surely, this must be Africa's moment. This must be Ghana's moment. Ghana's star striker Asamoah Gyan steps up to the spot, 12 yards away from glory. If he scores, Africa has a team in the World Cup semi-finals, and for the first time.
Asamoah Gyan misses. Asamoah Gyan had the opportunity to score to give Ghana that important victory.
It wasn't meant to be. After this, the penalty shootout was almost anticlimactic. While Gyan bravely stepped up and made his kick minutes after the earlier miss, the air had gone out for the Black Stars. 2 weak misses ended the World Cup hopes.
He is inconsolable. Uruguay are through to the semi-finals, and the dreams, hopes and aspirations of Ghana making history totally dashed. The expectations of an African continent all dashed here.
Yet, if this game had never gone to extra time at all, it would have still made for terrific viewing. Both teams came to play and the referee let them. This was soccer that felt more like an English Premier League game than a World Cup encounter, and it was all the better for it.
Yeah, thanks be to Lord. We've come so far. First of all, I must apologize to my country and the whole African continent. I think they've been there for us through the tournament. They were cheering us up all day long, and what should have happened has come out, because if it was to be our game, we should have won, not by penalty.
Part of our life also, so I think we are going to cheer ourselves up and move forward.
How were the players in the dressing room afterwards?
Most of the players were down, you know, especially the young players, because this is a strong defeat, you know, because we were determined to get to the semi-final, so it was a shock for everybody. But later on, everybody was comporting himself well.
What do you think about the last penalty?
If I were the referee, I would take it as a goal, not the penalty, because the ball is behind the goalkeeper, so it's definitely go inside the net. So he should have allowed it as a goal. It was very sad, but all the players consoled him. Now I think he's getting back to his normal situation. He was crying a lot, you know, because this is a chance for us to get to the semi-finals, you know, but very unfortunately. So we wish him.
While the storyline will be all about Ghana, let's not forget Uruguay's achievement in reaching the semi-finals. Once a soccer power, winners of the first ever World Cup, Uruguay has been an almost run for a generation or more. They only sneaked into the 2010 finals by winning a playoff against Costa Rica. Yet they looked like a confident and well-schooled team during the dream run in South Africa. If Ghana deserved to win, Uruguay didn't deserve to lose. Will smolder on the grill until late into the night in Montevideo, and the dulce de leche would never taste as sweet. This may prove a Pyrrhic victory for Uruguay. The red-carded Suarez and the excellent defender George Fucili will be suspended for the semi-finals. Add in a knee injury to captain Diego Lugano, and it's a weakened team that will take the field as underdogs against an impressive Dutch team fresh off a big win over Brazil. But to date, Luis Suarez feels justice was served anyway.
La verdad que fue todo, ¿no? Fue una mezcla de estar deprimido, de estar triste porque me estuvieran expulsando, porque íbamos a perder, si no hacían el gol no íbamos a perder. Y bueno, y a su vez a los 30 segundos cuando agarra el penal, la satisfacción de bueno, arriesgué una situación del cual se me ha echado la culpa por anti-fair play, pero jugador de Ghana, yo siempre le dije, sé que erra el penal, no es mi culpa.
Para nada.
No le pegué una patada a nadie ni nada de eso, y por eso creo que esa es la satisfacción de haber arriesgado por algo que valió la pena, y me acuerdo que lo grité más que un gol. Hubo un compañero en el banco suplente que se desmayó en esa jugada.
¿En serio? No sabía eso. ¿Quién fue?
Castillo, Juan Castillo.
Se desmayó.
Se desmayó. En los festejos ahí del penal mismo dicen que se desmaya. Y bueno, yo me fui gritando ahí y me fui al vestuario a ver los penales, y bueno, la verdad que fue un sufrimiento ver los penales en el vestuario ahí. Digo más, cuando patea el loco Abreu el penal, yo estaba con uno de los
que hace Panenka,
sí, la pica loco, y estábamos con uno de los equipieres, el equipier miramos así, vemos que lo hace el loco, y lo dijimos, bien, y cuando vimos que salió un toque corriendo, no nos habíamos dado cuenta de que habíamos ganado, y ahí nos fuimos corriendo para dentro de la cancha, ahí la verdad que fue increíble, fue un momento, para mí es uno de los mejores momentos que viví con la selección.
It is said that just one moment before dying, a person relives their whole life in an instant. In the case of Asamoah Gyan, one of the top images will likely be that moment in which he hit the crossbar from a penalty kick that could have consigned him to the history of African football. Maybe he would have even made much more money. Perhaps Ghana would have ended up being the first African country to reach a World Cup final. But a South African crossbar decided that all this was not going to happen.
There are a lot of players that have missed penalties, but sometimes people feel like that moment was crucial. You know, and the question I want to ask is that, what about me being on the field? How am I going to feel after missing it? Maybe the person might feel bad, and what about me on the field? Yeah, you understand? So it happens. Sometimes it happens. Things happen in the game. You face a lot of the ups and downs in the game, but it's something that you cannot change it. It does happen. You know, I always try to be a better man. Sometimes when I'm alone in the room, sometimes I just think about all these things. You know, I wish we can rewind. You know, but that's already happened. But life goes on. As I always say, it's gonna live with me the rest of my life. Still, something happens, similar again, and then I can redeem myself, which I don't know for now. You know, so if it doesn't happen, maybe my son or maybe my nephew or somebody can do it in the future. You might never know. So if it doesn't happen, then it's gonna live with me the rest of my life, and life goes on.
Still, as the Italian singer Francesco Di Gregory put it, you can't judge a football player from such small details. And even in the case of Asamoah Gyan, the missed hero of Ghana,